And are we recording?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, right now? We're good?
Good.
Okay. So, during this week, and we talked a little bit about tapas earlier, but during this week we're going to talk about Spanish cuisine, and we're going to talk about tapas as well. And at the end of each lesson, we're going to have 5 minutes, and we're going to look at a Spanish tapas bar slash restaurant, and what it looks like from the outside and to the inside. So what I want everyone to do is I want everyone to think of a restaurant you eat here at home in the area, and what does it look like on the outside? So go ahead and just like from the structure to just what do you see when you walk up to it and you look at it. Go ahead when you're ready.
Big glass doors.
Big glass doors.
Catchy colors.
Catchy colors.
A parking lot.
Parking lot.
A big awning.
A big awning.
Neon sign.
Neon
Or
sign.
lit up sign of some kind.
Lit up sign. Yeah.
Typically like a brick building.
A brick building.
Someone's just standing at the door to see you.
Someone might be standing at the door to greet you. All right, these are all good ideas. So now, here, I have a couple slides. Can you see those? Okay. These are some examples of some tapas bars. So take a couple seconds and talk with your partners and tell me what you see in the pictures. So turn to someone and talk about it.
I think it's a Belgian flag up there.
Oh, the yellow one.
Yeah, they look like the top one looks super nice and the bottom one looks beat up.
Yeah. It looks like on a main street, so there's no parking, so you have to fight for parking.
Okay. Alright, so what do we see?
Outside
Outside seating.
Cervezas in both titles.
Yep, cervezas in both titles. And what does that mean, by the way?
Bar.
Beer, right. Anyone else?
I have a question. Is that a Belgian flag up there?
It looks like it.
Interesting.
Now,
That's what I noticed.
yes, now, the interesting thing about that is some of the photos you can't really see, maybe in this one over here, the bottom one. But, well, one thing I wanted to point out is it's kind of cramped. It's not very big. You could pass it and not even know it was there. So on the top, they usually have apartments in big cities and sometimes in, now do you see that here at all?
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
In New York.
I know one place in Ann Arbor, but I haven't been to too many other big cities, but they might have them in Chicago.
Yeah, they do.
Downtown Plymouth.
Yeah.
Downtown
Okay.
Dearborn.
Well, it's very common, not just above bars, but above restaurants, bars, supermarkets, where you get a hairdresser. They have apartments above. Now, we also talked about the seating. In Madrid specifically, it usually never rains. It's very unlikely that it rains, and so there's always a lot of outside seating in these places. I don't know if someone mentioned it or not. The menu, it's very hard to see. They have the menu outside. Now, this bottom one, you might not see it because it's during the day and it might become more lively at nighttime. But they'll have tapas and what kind of tapas they have outside for people to see. Here's some more examples. Here's another example, actually a better example. You can see that even have English as well. Now, why do they have the tapas outside on the menu? Can anyone give a guess?
Drawing your customers.
Right, to draw on customers. So tapas are really big, and we'll talk about more about it, but it's a very big culture, very big part of their culture, and so it's the one thing they advertise. And for those who don't know, tapas are given free when you purchase a beverage.
Wow.
And this is a small dish. And so some places have better tapas, and some places have not so good tapas. And it ranges from different types of meat, like chorizo or salami, salchichon, to paella, which is, has anybody had paella?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Alright, so another thing I want to talk about is the buildings and how it's kind of crammed in. Those are just structural. The space that they have in Spain, they're a lot more crammed. Here we're very wide open and buildings are separate, right? You go to Chili's, it's its own building. You go to McDonald's, it's its own building.